Hi everyone. Today I'm going to talk about how beat poetry helped change society. The Beat Generation was a group of writers in the 1950s who used their poems to challenge the rules of society and speak out for freedom and fairness. What is beat poetry? Beat poetry started in the 1950s. The writers, known as beats, focused on freedom, being truthful, and rejecting the normal rules of society. Their poems didn't follow the usual rules of poetry. They didn't always rhyme or sound pretty. Instead, they were honest and raw, which was very different from mainstream literature at the time. And this is a quote from Allen Ginsberg. Historical background. After World War II, America was very focused on conformity. People were expected to live in a certain way, get a job, buy a house, and follow the rules. But the beat poets didn't agree with this. They wanted to break away from these strict expectations and live freely, so they used their writing to challenge the society around them. Key poets. There are a few key poets to know about. First, there's Allen Ginsberg. His poem Howl challenged ideas about mental health, sexuality, and capitalism. Then, Jack Kerouac, whose book On the Road celebrated freedom and traveling, inspiring many people to live outside the rules of society. And Lawrence Ferlinghetti, who ran City Lights bookstore in San Francisco. He was crucial in publishing and supporting beat writers. Here's an example of the raw writing style of beat poetry. This is a line from Allen Ginsberg's Howl. It's intense and challenges the way people thought at the time. And here is a short clip of him reading from Howl.
The madman, bum, and angel beat in time unknown, yet putting down here what might be left to say in time come after death. And rose reincarnate in the ghostly clothes of jazz in the gold horn shadow of the band.
You can hear in his voice how he was pushing against the system. It was shocking to many, but it opened up important conversations. Social impact. Beat poetry had a big social impact. It supported freedom of speech, LGBTQ rights, and was openly against war and unfair systems. It gave a voice to people who were often ignored. Their writing helped to inspire the counterculture movements of the 1960s, like the Civil Rights Movement and anti-Vietnam War protests. Why it still matters. Even today, beat poetry still matters. It continues to inspire people who fight for freedom and fairness. The ideas in beat poetry, being honest, fighting for injustice, and standing up for the oppressed, are just as important as they were in the 1950s and 60s. We can see echoes of their work in today's movements for social injustice. To conclude, the beat poets were more than just writers. They were rebels who used their words to create change. They challenged society, spoke out for fairness, and inspired many future movements. Their message of freedom, honesty, and justice is still relevant today, reminding us all the power of art and writing to make a difference. Thank you for listening.